Oftentimes, coaches, players, and parents talk about the mental side of the game. They say that any game, baseball, softball, basketball, football, golf, they'd be willing to admit that their performance is 80%, 85, 90% dictated on the mental game and 20% on the physical side of things. Yet, oftentimes, most of our time is invested into working on the physical skills. And while coaches and parents and even teammates have the best intent, they have the best interest at heart for certain individuals to help them with their mental game, they're not quite sure what mental skills are. They're not quite sure what actual mental exercises to do with players. So I'm going to show you one really simple exercise that if you're an athlete, you can do it in a couple of minutes after your game. If you're a parent, you can share this with your son or daughter, and they can do it a couple of minutes after a game or after a practice. Or if you're a coach, this is an excellent exercise that you can share with your entire team if they really want to understand where their head's at during the competition, during the game. So it's invaluable information. It's invaluable material. So I want to first tell you a quick story. So as a college baseball player, I had 4 coaches. One was a pitching coach. One was the head coach, third base coach, and first base coach. And obviously they all had their separate roles. So the 3 coaches, the head coach, the first base coach worked with infielders and hitters. The outfield coach worked with outfielders and hitters. And the head coach obviously worked with everyone. But here's the thing. Coaches, I would say 90% of the time, have your best interest at heart, right? They want you to succeed. They want you to do well. But what happens? They start offering advice. They start offering tips. They start offering things for you to do. And the same thing with parents. Parents have the best intent. They want the best for their kid. They want their kid to succeed. But what happens is oftentimes, again, they start offering advice. So this is what happens to an athlete. So I just remember distinctly my sophomore year in college, I was going through a little bit of a skid. I started off the year playing really well, hitting really well, and I hit a little bit of a skid, right? It's just a part of sports. But here's what happened. All of my coaches had the best interest heart. All of my coaches had the desire for me to succeed. But here's exactly what happens, okay? So I have my coach. I have my head coach, and he's telling me one thing, right? He's telling me to fix something with my swing. So as a hitter, I'm focused on improving what my head coach tells me with my swing. And then all of a sudden, if we're talking about the mental game, all of a sudden I get my assistant coach telling me to change my approach. So now all of a sudden, from a mental perspective, this pie represents my focus. So I have one coach, best intention, telling me to work on my swing. Another coach, best intention, telling me to work on my approach. And then I have a teammate. I have a teammate that is helping me with my mindset. So that part of the puzzle gets divided. And then I have the other assistant coach telling me to work on the visual side of things, right? Pitch tracking, picking up the ball, picking up different things like that. And every sport is different. Well, there's different aspects that people are going to tell you to work on. So this is baseball specific because this comes from my own experience. But what often happens is coaches, parents, teammates have the best intent to help an athlete. But if this circle represents my focus, you can clearly see my focus is on swing, approach, mindset, visual. And then, I might have my own thoughts. I might have something going through my head that's, I'm telling myself to work on, my lower half. So I'm trying to work on another component. And then I have another teammate who's telling me something else. And then I have another teammate who's telling me something else. So as an athlete, it's important to understand that, number one, focus is an athlete's best friend and worst nightmare at the same time. So the secret of accomplishment is concentrated focus. If this pie represents my focus, here's the exercise that you can do with your team if you're a coach. Here's the exercise that you can do if you're an athlete. Here's the exercise that you can share with your son or daughter if you're a parent. Just simply have them draw a circle and list out all of the things along the side that they were focused on during the game. And they're going to talk about, their preparation. They're going to talk about the physical side. They're going to talk about their teammates. They're going to talk about the coach. They're going to talk about the competition. They're going to talk about the fans. There's going to be a whole list of things. And then have them visually. A lot of athletes are visual learners. Have them put it onto the circle and divide it. It's very simple to see that I want one singular focus. If my focus is on one component, if my focus is on one thing, then I have a greater chance to succeed. If my focus is on 8, 12, 16 different things, my chances to succeed go down drastically. So the exercise for you to share with them is just simply have them draw this graph so that they can visually see that their focus is going in all sorts of different directions. And Alex Rodriguez summed it up best. He had his MVP season with the Texas Rangers. And right before the season started, he was working on the mental side of things. And he said his goal, he was talking to Gary Mack, who's a sports psychologist, his goal was to learn how to play one pitch at a time. One pitch at a time. So his focus was on one singular thing. And that's a really difficult thing to do. But if you can start to bring awareness to all of the different places that your focus is going, then all of a sudden you can start to train yourself to prepare for the next competition, prepare for the next game, so that you're able to direct your focus to the right spots. So hope everyone's having an excellent day. Holidays coming up. We're on live every single day, 12:34 Eastern Standard Time. No video tomorrow, no live tomorrow, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I hope everyone has an excellent holidays. If you're traveling, safe travels. If you're spending time with family, obviously, I hope you guys have an excellent time with family. But anyways, if you found this useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel for more training. And leave a comment down below. Let me know your biggest takeaway. Let me know if this is valuable. And let me know some of the things that you're getting caught focusing on in the game. So hope everyone has an excellent day. We'll see you on the next video.